Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a second time, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Right back to Spiller on second down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Bears defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by Jordan Willis.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Allen going to throw. Open man downfield as Waddle has got it. Still going. He may go. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Waddle. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were
trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Allen now looks to throw. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him.
Touchdown, Chicago! Olamide Zaccheaus, 41 yards. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Out to, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They run behind center with Spiller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You look at this Bears defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. Here's Allen to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with it when they head out on the road.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And call a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Allen now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Allen. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen going to throw. Zacchaeus here, hauling it in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. 3rd down and 1. Here's Allen. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice it too.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mahomes' throw complete there to McLeod. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Kadarius Toney, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27.
Running again with Barkley on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On play action, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, Spiller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Drew Sample, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Bears first down.
Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A throw right. Great. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on second down from the 9.
At the Bears' 9-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Spiller. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Again, it's Spiller. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Anthony Barr.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Allen running right on the option.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Puna Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again.
Leonard Floyd dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.